and I'm still here in the studio with Jeremiah Moyo, he will be the one giving me the questions. This time I need to throw some jabs at some people.
No, you don't tell them. I wanted to flip the tables on you without them knowing. But anyway,
just preparing them.
But anyway, like you said, overall league outlook, the shape. I was talking about seesaw. What's your view on the shape of the league right now?
Okay, I think when we get to week 16, we should use week 16 or week 10. Let's start with week 10. Week 10, I think relegation boys will go back to relegation zone.
The relegation boys are?
Ajax be knocking there at the bottom. Spa will be angry, but I mean, you need some kind of change, especially in attitude. Not just from your players, but how you are viewed as a team by other teams. Because then everyone is like, you just have to frustrate Ajax, and then they'll start having yellow cards. And then their technical team will complain over and over.
Yes, talking on that, Ajax is easy to frustrate because when you look at it, the bench per season, they play 34 matches. And you'll find that their technical bench is the one that gets more bookings than the actual players in the field.
True.
The players are not performing badly.
They are not performing.
But I think if the technical team would then say that, guys, let's have an attitude adjustment. Exactly. Calm down. Let's not go after the official.
If something happens, it happens. Yes. We move on.
If you concede goals, it's not because of the official. The official isn't the one who's kicking the ball around.
Exactly.
But the thing with them is they think they've been cheated.
Exactly.
They themselves should look within
and figure out what's the problem within.
And fix that. Go back to the drawing board and fix that.
It's not a bad team. It's not a bad team at all. I think if you just shift your attitude, you can see them in a different position.
So now 16 teams.
Yes.
We said week 10, Ajax will be
position 15 because I'm not removing Jovo from where it is until I see better results from them.
Technically, you are foretelling that Ajax is going to perform badly.
If and only if they don't change their attitude.
Okay, so I'll give you that. So you said week 10,
Ajax,
number 15, 16.
Exactly.
Right. Then
the other team.
Give me one more that's going to be at the bottom by week 10 that you think is going to be.
I'm worried about CU. I see there's change, but I'm still worried about CU.
But you say CU though will be at the bottom. Look at last season. Okay.
No, the last season was just like
playing between number 12, number 13,
and
number 10,
that
number 13.
drop that they do every time. They move up. Like now they are around like position 8, 7, and then all of a sudden,
but with CU, I would say I choose to disagree with you. Okay, we'll put that down. Week 10. CU probably 14, 15, 16. That's what you say. Okay. Now, so
I'm basing these on account that I haven't seen Jordan and Derasi play.
Okay, but still, I'll hold you to that. Now, give me like the top two. No. Give me top 2 by week 10.
Yes. Top 2 by week 10 it's a tricky one for one reason. I don't think Tallinn is moving from where they are. One of the benefits they have, I think, for this season, I think they will play the most games for their first half of the season at home.
Yeah, but still, putting that aside, give me the top 2. Let's just say, okay, from the top of your head.
The 2 teams
number 1, number 2 by week 10. Not competing. Just give
Tallinn
me
Adaj.
What and what?
Tallinn Adaj.
Tallinn being number
1.
And Adaj being
number 2. I'm sticking to that. I know. Most people will say, "Oh, it's because Adachi is looking for a promotion place." But from what I heard in conversations with their teim before, they are very hopeful of something big this season.
But what I'm saying, you're saying Tallinn Adachi.
My question is,
Tallinn.
The thing is, my worry now comes from the fact of saying, will Tallinn bottle it like 2019 or not?
That's a question for
Although it's a season they don't want to talk about, but then I'll still go back. Will you bottle it like 2019 or not?
I'm not going to comment on that. Those are your number 1 and number 2.
For now.
I will put ZPC at the top and CISO again, RNL 1 and 2.
Okay.
Week 10, that's week 10.
That's week 10.
That's week 10.
For me, week 10, I think it's going to be. The thing is, I know ZPC shifts into gear late. That's their thing.
But week 10 is late.
Week 15 is late, not week 10.
No, week 10 is late because they are picking up steam. Remember, these teams are still intact. Adachi is intact. RNL is intact. And remember, RNL is Stanson Kanye, the league's best scorer.
Last season. But now, do you see what's happening?
Okay, now goals, 20 plus goals as compared to who was it?
I think the second was
what?
15 or
15
something.
Goals.
We might be wrong there on the numbers, but it's somewhere there. But the point is, what's going on in Stanson? Why isn't he playing? The previous match he played, like yesterday, he only played 2 minutes.
I would say the fact that he played at least gives some kind of light that he might play. Because, come on, even, veteran players, they are very difficult to sit on the bench silently. But it's okay if they see that they're getting more play time, getting alternated with the new guy. Because remember, you want to be the best player in your team.
For me now, let's put it this way. I don't know if Coach Kudzi is seeing this. I'm not a coach, but my suggestion is put Rizin and Stanson up front. And let's just see what happens.
Playing with 2 forwards.
Exactly. Let's play with 2 forwards, maybe for a game. Because the thing is, what I didn't like yesterday, let me tell you what I didn't like yesterday. I didn't like the fact that they would hold the ball a lot and then the people would come into attack when midfielders.
No, but like I said, Coach Kudzi said they want to compress, meaning they wanted to play
through the middle of
Yes,
the
short
park.
passes.
Exactly. But then the issue is, same thing with mainline. Mainline is benching Ntavis. Why are you benching someone who's a proper, good attacking midfield?
Veterans.
And then, okay, let's put it this way. If you're saying veterans, let's put it this way. Challenge to mainline. Take Zenempilo, and put him as a false 9, and then put in Tavis to play behind him. Because what I've realized with Zenempilo, he goes into an attack, and then after going into an attack, he realizes that maybe I might get hit, and then he withdraws from that position. But then Tavis is willing to take the risk of saying, let me push the ball forward, and let's see what happens. So I think, as you were saying, RNL, let's try and put Rizin and Stanson, same game, and let's also mainline try and put Rizin. Let's mainline put Zenempilo and Tavis, same game, and let's see what happens. Yeah.
Let's do that on paper for now.
On paper.
Hoping they are going to really
That's why I said
this.
Yeah.
Because, big teams, RNL is also a big team.
It's a very big team.
Yes, sort of the big teams. So for them to then just say overnight, let's play the new guy and the veteran, there are other people who are also eyeing that same position. So tactical change will simply mean
someone is not going to
be a veteran in there. Yeah, because all players are worried about getting replaced by another player.
But that's what makes the game fun.
I would still agree with you.
Yeah.
Let's do that, Coach Kudzi. Then see how we progress. Because keeping Stanson Kanye on the bench will simply make him a target for other teams.
Other teams
they're going to snatch him.
They're going to snatch him.
Those 2 minutes that he's playing, he's going to impress,
and they're going to snatch
him.
So now there's that. And then another thing, you don't want to be winning 1-0 and you have a whole stadium singing your team.
RNL's got dedicated fans, but
like
they're not nothing to show for.
Let's not say 90 minutes. I think even when we left the stadium, they were still
so they were probably going for. They were singing an hour before the match started,
and then they were singing after the match.
An hour after the match,
and it ended 1-0.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about the other thing I always want to talk about: stadium atmosphere. Teams with the best atmosphere so far this season.
RNL
number 1.
RNL number 1.
Okay.
Stadium atmosphere. The other teams do have people. They pull crowds, but
dedicated fans.
Mountain Climbers also starting to bring in people.
Yeah.
But the stadium atmosphere isn't yet really improved.
Yeah. And then what about Adachi? I saw them dancing. And
yes,
you see,
and there was Adachi. So now that you've reminded me, so like I told you, Arnel and Adachi are going to have a musical chairs on top there. Same thing with stadium atmosphere. Imagine putting
all those teams in one. They played
place.
and then Arnel won 1-0. But it's an interesting thing. And then the mine teams. Casmine, people always say when you go there, the atmosphere is
there. But here now, if you can't travel with your fans, it means you don't have
I'm always hoping for Bossa 90 fans to bring the BF atmosphere, but it seems like they don't.
They should do internal marketing.
Exactly.
Tell their fans that Bossa 90
is playing on Saturday. Go and support Bossa 90, and then on Sunday support the big team.
Yes.
I think if they do that, the stadiums would be much entertaining. I think we need to bring back the vibe of Division 1.
But I think we should look out for the. I think we should cover the game between Adachi and Arnold, so that we can capture the stadium atmosphere.
Let's hope the second half of the season, when we cover their match, they'll still maintain their happiness when someone hasn't lost. Because when you lose, then you're looking at it like, I'm not happy with what I'm seeing.
I can vouch for the Arnold fans. They've been there singing Sweet Boys.
Sweet every. And now it's becoming a thing that everyone knows they are the Sweet Boys.
Yeah. So let's see now Adachi having kept their following of fans. Let's see what happens now.
So now, thank you everyone for joining us on today's show. I hope you all enjoyed as we were talking about Division 1. So we're hoping when the fixtures for the new weekend come, for the next weekend when they come in, we'll bring you the action and you will probably enjoy hearing us go on and talk about how the weekend went on. So
always remember to like us on Facebook.
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, follow us on
subscribe on
YouTube.
And then
there's also TikTok.
Yeah.
And it says post like skills all the time. So keep coming back and ready check out. We also value your comments.
Yeah.
Still
yeah.